Duncan, your thoughts on that?
I'm so disappointed. I shook their manager's hand at the end of the game and he just said to me there, he said you were the better team in the first half. He said until you had your sending off, he said it changed the whole game, and that's how I've seen it. I'm still not happy about us imploding and letting in so many goals again, because I think even when you go down to 10 men, we told them at half time to get the 2 banks of 4, how to defend it, to become narrow, if anything deflect the opposition onto our flanks and just get narrow and just defend better. But I think it deflated the whole team. The fact that what Rob Duffy did, it's inexcusable. I certainly won't defend him. He will be disciplined for it. I've looked at it on the DVD, but I really didn't need to see that on the DVD. Where I was actually stood, along with Paul Hall and Chris, the goalkeeping coach, we had a fantastic view of it and we've seen it. He led with his elbow. It was so stupid, immature, and for a senior pro, I don't expect anything like that. He didn't get obviously what he deserved when the boy hit him with the foul, and obviously he's let that carry on when he should have been, he should have just got up, and the referee didn't see it. The referee was onside from it, although I'd seen it. I thought it was a bad challenge, but unfortunately the referee didn't see it. But you've just got to get on with it, and for him to respond like that within seconds of going up in the air, and he actually led with I've just seen it now along with 3 of my staff. He's led with the elbow, and I think it's inexcusable. I'm not certainly going to defend that. I won't tolerate it at all. He will be disciplined for it. We've been down that avenue before with players for the ill discipline. I'm a disciplined person myself, and I'm not going to accept it.
It's the 6th red card this season, and those red cards have cost you continually throughout the season. You've talked about sorting discipline out when you first became manager. What more can you do at the moment to sort it?
They either learn or they won't be at the football club. That's all I can do. I mean, I give them instructions. I tell them about ill discipline. I had a chat with a couple of players the other week about, I don't care if they get punched, scratched, spit at, whatever it is. Don't retaliate. Get up, get on with your game, and just be disciplined about it. And I'll deal with those other matters. So yeah, you're right what you're saying, Dave. You're absolutely right. It's inexcusable. I'm not going to have it. I know the fans don't want it, because I think it was all clear for everyone to see there in that first 45 minutes of football. Okay, they got a goal in our near post, which I thought we could have defended a bit better than that. But apart from that, we were the better team in the 45 minutes.
The goals in the second half all seemed almost identical, didn't they? The 4 goals all just played in down the right-hand side, and it was so simple.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is what you have to have a mentality, and this is what I said to them. You've got to have a mentality when you go down to 10 men, because a lot of teams can defend really well. Because what you do is you sit back and defend. Because there are at times they've got 2v1, they're 2 centre halves with one of our attackers. So really, you should all be numbered. So you shouldn't be overrun, to be honest with you. So what I asked them to do was to get in nice now, stop the crosses coming in, get across early, stop the crosses coming into our box, which we didn't do. And then obviously when the ball was coming into the box, I've not seen all. I mean, obviously I've seen what I've seen tonight there, but I shall have a look at the DVD tonight, and fingers will be pointed and people will be pulled out, because I'm not happy with the defending.
How far off being one of the top sides in this division are you, Russ? Because earlier in the season, before you've taken over, granted, but since as well, when you've played those teams who are challenging near the top, you've been beaten, and on a few occasions beaten soundly as well, and conceding a few goals. So how far off being one of those top teams are you?
Well, I think we're right next to them, to be honest with you. I listen to what the other managers have to say, like their manager this evening, and he's right. If we hadn't gone down to 10 men, that wouldn't have happened. The same thing when we were at Crawley. If had Reece Dane not been sent off, that wouldn't have been that result. So that's what's stopping us at the moment. Ill discipline by certain players. I'm not having it anymore.
How many new players do you want to bring in? Do you need to bring into?
Well, I'm trying to bring 3 in at the moment. I'm looking at three players, but obviously I don't want to divulge who those players are, because the last time that came out, the boy Dance I just missed out on. He went to Crawley, so I obviously don't want to mention who I'm after. But I'm certainly going to look to bolster up our what we're doing at the back, also up front, and possibly another midfield player.
Because you've changed things at the back, of course. You've got a couple of injuries and 2 new centre-backs in, and Tom Naylor, I thought, did pretty well tonight, actually, to be fair. But having changed things around at the back once already, do you feel like you need to change it all over again?
Well, that's the most frustrating part about it. You know, we went down to Eastbourne and we defended really well, and Foster and Naylor played so well together. So you've got to give them that opportunity to do it again. And I didn't fear Fleetwood at all tonight. I didn't have, you know, I've watched the DVD against the game they played against Forest Green. I read the match report. I didn't have a problem with it. I knew that if we placed a certain personnel in their side, it wouldn't be a problem. And then in that first 45, I thought we were going to go on and win the game until that stupid incident by Rob Duffy, and I think that's cost us the game. And yes, you've got to defend better. I appreciate that, but I think the players had that sort of mentality. Oh God, here we go again. That type of thing. I mean, you could hear us from the side. We never stopped shouting at them, trying to help them out, trying to encourage them. But that's got to come from within as well. And I'm a bit disappointed in certain individuals how they didn't sort of try and get a grip of things on the pitch, get us into 2 banks of 4. Defend better, you know. You got to defend with your life, and you know Stevie Ice's a great person for doing that. But I want everybody doing that. You know, you've got to fight for your life. We're down to 10 men. You've got to put up a better fight than we did tonight, because I'm not happy with the goals that were scored against us tonight. And I know the fans won't be happy. Well,
the fans weren't happy, and you'll have heard that as you went off as well. How is that? I mean, how are you feeling about that? The way that's working?
I mean, it hurts, to be honest with you, because until the sending off incident, I think the fans were fine. You know, they were applauding us. We put some good play. Ashley Kane, I thought, did really well and opened them up a few times. Keegan Parker made some great runs in between the centre half and the fullback. I just thought, you know, we were going to come out comfortable winners, to be honest with you. So it's upsetting that I think a player, that player's got to feel how I'm feeling at this moment in time, because I feel totally let down by him. And that's obviously gives the fans it's not an excuse, because obviously they're not happy with the way we've been beaten tonight. But it does give the fans an avenue to come at me and to boo me and to boo the team. But that's that. You know, sometimes I think that's selfish on the fans or myself. That's selfish of the player, because the player should know better than to do what he did, was lead with his elbow after he'd just been sort of had a foul against him. And just retaliated. You know, if you're going to do anything like that, just wait 15-20 minutes so the referee forgets about things. Not jump straight up and lead with your elbow. It's just unforgivable, and it's cost us the game tonight.